I did not even understand when such became a thing. At some point, I felt like the app was being tweaked by the drivers.
The thing is just like economics. The higher the demand, the higher the price. Even if the driver don't want to work in the beginning, just like, this is a bill. Such for me is a sweet thing.
What exactly are the things that we can do and we cannot do? I am in the car with my boyfriend and I want to steal a kiss, and they're not comfortable with that.
There are some comfortable you want that is not going well with me.
Is it like stealing the kiss or?
For me, I don't accept you eating inside my car. No, I don't do that.
Excuse me, sir. I cannot eat in Walker. I paid.
We should know better. I'm meeting you for the first time. You're a stranger to me, I'm a stranger to you. I should have it in mind that let me treat this person better. Part of treating that person better is doing that person's property in the right way. Don't eat ofada in a leaf inside my car.
Both the drivers are frustrated and they take it out on us. Everybody is frustrated in this country. Don't put your frustration on me. I am also frustrated.
I feel like your argument is a direct jab to the app. It's not even to the drivers.
Good.
Because
So I don't have any business with app. I have beef with the drivers.
Here are the prompts we're discussing on today's episode. Please signify if you agree with the prompts. The first prompt is, Bolt favors its riders more than its drivers.
The riders get the attention more because they want to encourage more riders on their platform. They get all the discounts. Sometimes when you get a ride, by the time you end the ride, you see that it comes with a discount.
Bolt tends to listen more to the riders because they believe these are the people that is bringing in the money, as we all know, because there's a lot of competition in the markets. So they want to also meet up to the standard of other competitors. So they tend to listen more to the riders.
If the rider reports to Bolt immediately, anything like ask the driver what is happening, the Bolt will automatically block the driver. It's not supposed to be like that.
Can the disagreeers now speak?
I'm quite confused because I would think, especially the issue you raised about the discounts after the ride, I would assume that Bolt would cover that I'm the customer. It is what favors me.
Have you not had any ride that you got a discount?
Yeah, of course. Even the one when I was coming here, of course. But then I would think that regardless, they will still pay you guys.
Both are more favorable to the drivers. The drivers are more connected because at the end of the day, there's a fight about a particular something. I can only lodge a complaint on the app. So do I know if the complaint is being seen or if I am being heard? But I feel like you people are more connected to them. So if there's anything, you can talk to them more.
See, the way you feel we are very close to them, that's also the way we felt you guys are also close to them.
You work for them, you work with them.
Wait, we are partners. Most of us have our own cars. So whenever there is an issue between a rider and a driver, just don't let the rider be the one to report you first. The app will tend to treat your own case faster than the driver. They'll believe no, this person is saying something, even though you are the one at fault. We have seen a lot of cases like that whereby there is a misagreement between the rider and the driver, and the driver got blocked immediately.
Exactly.
If you're the one bringing the money as well,
thank you. Now you agree.
Please signify if you agree with the prompt. Riders can do anything they want in the car when they book a ride. Since no one agrees, can all the disagreeers now speak?
I disagree because your car is your environment, and there are some things you might not like. Like you might not like people to eat in the car, because some people can just eat and just put things everywhere. At the end of the day, everyone should see from people's point of view and understand that you cannot just do anything.
I've had cases where I did not even know. They buy corn, and I would expect that they will put the cob in a bag and then throw it out, only for maybe the next rider to say, madam, somebody left this in your car, and I'm seeing that all the corn hubs and everything are inside the car. However, some people can be polite enough to ask, madam, is it okay for me to eat? And just for you to just create that environment of that friendly environment, you tell them, oh, that's fine. And as soon as they finish, they go away with their bags, or they tell them, you can hand it over to me, I'll drop it off myself.
I feel like it's your duty to check your car before the next passenger comes in.
Sometimes we have a ride above the ride you are ending. So you really don't even have that time.
The ride.
Yes, if you do not pick a ride, you get penalized for it.
You can actually take a minute to look at the back of your car. take off trash.
Have you booked a ride before where the person actually calls you while you're still on the ride and say, please, where are you? I am in a hurry.
Yes, I'm still saying that you can ask for a minute to check your car. What exactly are the things that we can do and we cannot do?
Exactly.
I am in the car with my boyfriend and I want to steal a case. A driver tell me, you know, and they're not comfortable with that. I am not touching your steering or whatever. I'm just at the back seat trying to be comfortable. I feel like the back space is my space. Aside from keeping it clean, I should be able to stretch. I should be able to get enough AC. I should be able to say, turn down the music a bit or turn it up a bit. The part where I need to be comfortable, I would demand to be comfortable.
There are some comfortable you want that is not going well with me.
Is it like stealing the kiss or?
For me now, some people just enter your car, they sit at the back, they not stretch their leg like this.
They might be tired.
No, it's my car. My right is just to pick you and drop you. For me now, I don't accept you eating inside my car. No, I don't do that.
That is extreme.
Ma, that's those that used to do this, this is your hair, comb their hair. Sorry, I don't do that. When you come down, you can do it. When they now come down from your vehicle, they didn't mess up your car. Another person now says, why are you so dirty like this? My name is Oyetade Moruf. I've been riding with boat for over 4 years now. And it's a nice experience riding with boats. Not like I send them away, no. There are some things that you don't do in my car. Meanwhile, it's not like I'm doing a bad thing. It's already on the app. If you read the terms and conditions very well, it's already written there that you don't eat inside the car. My own is just to take you from your location to your destination. Eating inside my car, you just mess everywhere up.
So that means I should look out for you, not to ride with you, because you can't tell me not to brush my hair. I'm going for an event. I need to look good.
We're supposed to have done that.
I am hungry.
House.
Excuse me.
Okay.
You can't tell me not to eat in the car. You can only tell me to pack my. You can only tell me to pack my food when I'm done.
Terms and conditions.
What?
It's just a simple. Did you read the terms and conditions?
I really do not care about. But I'm saying that it would be unfair for you to tell me not to eat when I'm hungry.
Some people are very civil about it. Madam, is it okay for me to eat? I will not tell that person not to do that.
I won't even ask you if I should eat or not. I will eat.
I was going to say the same.
When you book a ride and you want to feel comfortable in the ride, the car should be clean.
Yeah.
At least you should be able to breathe. I've given you that right. When you enter the car, everywhere is clean. And so I also have the right from you that's not to mess this up.
I agree.
And part of that right is not eating in the car.
Part of it is not bringing in 4 children, which they are toddlers. Gave them biscuits, open biscuits for 4 children at the back of the car. Madam, listen. If you talk, they'll be like, don't you have children at home? Imagine what they could do. They already messed up your car. Before you end the ride, another ride has already entered.
Just an advice for you guys. There's this very small portable waste bin that you can actually attach to your seat.
Waste bin for a toddler eating biscuits.
I'm just finding out today that there is a rule that says we must not eat in the car.
No, there is no rule. There's
There
no rule
is.
that
There
He said, when I'm done here, I'm actually going to go and check.
Go and check.
I was in a car with my friend, a sick friend. She placed her head on my leg, her feet on the other side of the car. And the driver went, don't do that. Man, calm down. Sir, calm down. I would not dirty your car. I'm not a baby.
You're speaking for yourself.
And he went, you cannot eat in the car. Excuse me, sir. I cannot eat in Walker. I paid. We've not spent 15 minutes in the car. He has given us 4 rules. And it pissed me off. We continued with the trip, and my friend had to manage. We ate the food, and we just wrapped the ofada, the leaf.
Yeah.
Inside our, and it was smelling so bad.
Father. It's not even inside a park,
you
inside leaf.
You tell me what to eat.
Just no, ma'am. See, you have to be considerate. Ofada, imagine.
I'm going to take away.
Why will you eat ofada rice with leaf? No, that's not fair enough.
Like I am in my
Even if the rule says don't eat, we are human. Fine.
Firstly, there's no rule that says don't eat.
Okay, fine.
I've never seen
you don't know about the rule, but we
that
drivers
says-
are telling you now there is a rule.
I'm just finding out.
But you
Maybe my next trip, I will
don't
check.
want to eat ofada rice in someone's.
So I'm supposed to eat
not
what?
your car.
Fried rice and plantain.
Even if it's put it in a
Is
plastic.
food.
My question to you is, did you inform him at that point that your friend is ill?
It was an obvious thing. She was so weak.
How do you know maybe the driver knows?
He never knew what I was going to eat yet before he started talking.
Who eat ofada?
Me.
I believe you are in a civilized world, and we should understand things better. We don't need to
Eat or father.
No. That ofada is supposed to find you
Now
to
we
even
eat
ban you on
ofada.
using any electronic app. Why will you use? Don't let us go back.
Sorry?
Why will you eat ofada rice in a leaf in someone's car?
My name is Temilola Ajurota. I recently graduated at Caleb University as a mass communication student, and I started a cosmetic business. Communication goes a very long way. It was trying to impose that rules on me. Firstly, I was not going to litter or trash his car because I would not do that in my house or my car or my parents' car. The way he took off, it was actually very, very mean and rude, even with my sick friend. So I actually do understand where he came from, his own point of view. But I feel like he didn't understand mine, so I had to give it back to him.
We should know better. I'm meeting you for the first time. You're a stranger to me, I'm a stranger to you. I should have it in mind as, let me treat this person better. Part of treating that person better is doing that person's property in the right way. Don't eat ofada in a leaf. I'm not always against you eating in my car.
The issue he has is you eating it direct from the leaf.
That's the issue.
If it was in a bowl or in a...
I don't discriminate that any rider should not eat in my car. But why I particularly talk to her about that is you don't eat ofada rice placed in a leaf in a ride, not your personal car. At least let your ofada rice be in container or something, not inside leaf that can easily dirty the car. If I know your account, I won't let you be riding.
I think I've met you before.
Seriously, while you were sitting there beside me, I'm like, I've seen you
Don't
before.
worry, we'll get there. Don't worry.
But she didn't eat ofada.
I didn't eat ofada.
Why will I allow you to ofada in my car?
Ofada.
Why?
Did I make...
If you have that in your mind, that let me treat a stranger well, I think there shouldn't be any problem. There's a way you approach me. I've encountered one rider. He kept me waiting for over 30 minutes. I was right in front of his gate. When I now eventually drove into his compound, this guy was on a call. He just opened his car trunk. He said, take those back. That was it. You said, It shocked you.
It shocked me.
Wow, you can see what we are going through. I didn't do it, obviously. So you cannot be saying that probably I didn't treat you well. But that's wrong.
So I also want to say that one of the things you guys should always do is to turn on the AC.
They don't always have AC.
We have AC.
This is very, very emotional for me because I shouldn't ask you to turn on the AC. I shouldn't beg. I shouldn't fight you. I shouldn't report you to turn on the AC. Thank you.
There should be more serious penalties for cancelling rides.
There was a situation where I literally had an exam and rain was falling. The ride was already downstairs. As I got downstairs, there was no driver. And when I checked the app under the rain, your ride has been cancelled. I almost missed my exams. I remember that number plate because the next time I will order you. I don't even know the judgment that you should give that person because that was ridiculous.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But that's the same way we, the drivers, get hit too. Last week, Friday, I was somewhere in Oriental Hotel and I got a ride. I got there, I saw him and he told me, just park, let me go pick up my bag. By the time I was waiting and I looked at the time, it was 30 minutes paid waiting. You know, there's a 5 minutes free waiting. I had to call him that, are you sure you remember I'm still waiting? He said yes, that he's waiting for his colleague, that there are two of them going. Madam, just wait. By the time I checked the app again, it was 42 minutes paid waiting. Guess what he did? He picked up his phone and said, Madam, I think you should just cancel. I said, me, cancel what? Oga, do you know what a 42 minutes ride comes to? I said, no, I'm not taking this. He said, send me your account number, I'll give you maybe 3,000 naira and then you can go. I quickly sent a mail and I screenshot the wait time. And they said, oh, don't worry, because you did not start the journey, you can leave. I said, who pays for that wait time? Who pays for the fuel that I used in coming to this place? They said, don't worry, we have already handled him. And you know, when we send mails, they will ask you, has this answered your concerns? I kept saying no, because I wanted to know the penalty for that wait time. And I never got it.
There's supposed to be a big penalty for that cancellation.
Exactly.
From the rider side, they are more favorable than we driver. And you heard that me now. I called you where you are. And where are you? You say this is where you are. And I leave where I am, coming to you maybe 6 kilometers. So I now get to your location where I just check my phone. Passenger cancelled. In this 1,002 fell of 18. After a lot of cancellation from our own side, it's still a penalty for us automatically than you. But if I cancel now, it will affect me, not you.
The penalty if you cancel.
Yes.
Your driver's score will go down and then, you get penalized for that. In other countries, because they do more of card trips, so even at paid waiting, they're still going to deduct that money from your card.
But you guys like the cash trip.
I am up for anyone. Even the card trip makes me save properly. because I know I won't get that money until Monday.
There should be more penalties. Riders believe they have nothing to lose. So they might book like 2 or 3 apps. Anyone that got there first, they don't care. Maybe your ride is 4,000 and you cancel the ride. They deduct like 2,000 from your hand. Or probably they give you a little ban. Maybe you understand that canceling ride affects a lot. My name is Bakari Ridwan. I study electrical electronics. I'm currently driving with both app now. I have been driving with both for a year and a half now. Canceling ride is something that can happen to anybody. But the problem I have is, as a driver, you communicate with the rider before you leave that spot that, okay, I'm already on my way, I'll be there soon. And this person said, no problem. On getting there, the rider canceled the ride. It's a very painful experience. Economically, it's not good. Mentally, it's not even okay for the driver.
Can the disagreeers now speak?
For me personally, I think most of the cancellation has always come from the drivers. It is always, where are you going to? Once you tell them the location, they are cancelling. There's also the part where it is taking them longer time because they are being dishonest.
Probably traffic.
The dishonesty I'm talking about is they are still on a trip.
No, it will show on your app. You will see, that's it.
The app will definitely tell you that I am rounding up.
I don't see these things.
It's there. It's there. You're not paying attention. Sometimes the riders will even tell you that you are not moving, and you are moving.
And probably
so I normally tell them that I'm sure your network
it might not update on the end.
It's not updating. I'm even 1 minute away from you. Because you overlook that part that says that we are on a ride, we are completing a ride, it's good to call. When you call, I'll tell you, this is where I am rounding up in. Or maybe the rider is even trying to pay. That's why I'm still waiting.
I do not agree that riders should be, severely penalized. I mean, it's both ways. If you're saying we should be severely penalized, you also should take the penalty. My name is Christiana Anthony. I work in the corporate space as an executive assistant, strategic executive assistant, by the way. I'm able to voice out issues that I've had in my heart for a long time, which actually turned into a grudge because I've not used both in a very long while. But having conversations and also hearing, from the part of the drivers has also given me a second thought to go back to the app.
Like he said, you booked maybe 2, 3 other apps. Sometimes they don't even remember to cancel. You would have gotten there, say you have arrived, and then call, say, oh, I thought I cancelled. Please, madam, cancel it.
I'm guilty, I know.
You have not heard the situation that my baby booked the ride. Your baby booked, as in, your baby booked the ride.
That's not impossible. Sometimes the children will play with their father's phone or will play with their mother's phone and just click something and they book a ride.
But what I usually do, I will call you before I leave. Once I call you and I ask me, which app is this? After immediately, which app is this? I will call the phone and cancel the ride straight away.
Anybody that asks you, which apps are you? Which app is this? Know that person is on maybe 4 apps.
I don't even want to.
Fine, we know the situation. Everybody is trying to go for what is cheaper. But you should also consider the other hand. This person cannot waste his fuel or waste her fuel to your place. The way you are trying to economize, think of the other person.
She said earlier about drivers cancelling rides because of where they cannot go to. It happens to me all the time. I used to school in an area where bad roads here. What do you mean? My school is somewhere 30 minutes or 40 minutes after Ikorodu garage. Now you want to drop me at Ikorodu. How do I find my way? And a case where you have to come to my house and you are telling me, madam, I cannot come to your street. Now I have to take a bike.
To walk out.
I will cancel. I will say, driver asked me to cancel.
Most times that's what you guys speak.
You said your road is bad. Probably some roads are very bad to the extent that it's not motorable. Even people living in the area cannot even take their car through it. Because you are booking right, you expect me to come.
This is the second time you are judging me.
Chill. I think I know you.
I feel so judged right now.
Chill.
It's not my fault that my road is bad. Right?
But it's true what he's saying.
See, I have a lot of riders which why they know their road is bad. Yeah. They will come to the bus stop. They will like, oh God, I've seen a rider. Madam, chief.
Okay.
I've seen a rider. The traffic was much. No, bro, don't worry. Park in so place. I will take bike. I will take keke napep to meet you. I waited for like 50. I didn't even press arrive. I had to wait normally because it's very considerate enough.
And convenient for her.
Hey, madam, wait.
But your road is not convenient for the for his
I'm saying, for you to see, for you are going to school. That means that school. I'm not sure. Maybe that day you have that subject that is very important. If you have it, you come to the bus stop or probably.
I disagree.
Have you?
Because you know the road is bad. I'm not judging based on every right. These are just common right, not every right.
In a situation where I have 4 bags, so what do I do?
Do you know
So
what?
are you saying he should come into that
what?
street
Ma'am,
that is not good?
There's a way, I'm the driver and you have 4 bags. There is a way you approach me. This is tick for tack. Yeah, most of the time I park my car, I will go to where the rider is and I will try to like persuade you.
I think that's fair.
4 bags.
If he can actually
He's talking
help.
about himself. These people will not do it.
Oh,
I
look
think
at
you are just a very nice person.
If it is nowhere I know very well, I will ask you, please, how does your road look like? Where we are going to, I will ask you again, please, how the road is? And the road is okay. I will tell you. Once I get to where the road is bad, I won't go again. But you are not telling me cars are passing there. No, cars are passing there, but not my own car.
What do you think should be the possible penalties to give to the riders?
Probably deduct minus 1,000. No, if you cancel like 5K
Once
minus
they see
5K,
minus 5,000,
I think
they know
you
what
will
to
be
do
settled.
now.
You will
They
calm
have
down.
done.
Drivers who request offline trips are unethical and deceptive.
For me, offline trip is no going area for me. If I want to do offline, I'm like buy those things that I used to write Thursday and put it on my car. In the situation whereby my security first, you carry gun, you carry anything. If police stop us, you are the one in trouble. I'm not the one. Police will take you. I will take my leave. But offline trip, how will I explain myself that this so? They just automatically tell me, "Oh, guy, you are part of them."
It's weird that you're saying that riders usually ask for offline trips. Because in my own case, it's usually the drivers. And it's usually if they want to hike the price. So I don't know about a situation where riders are asking for an offline trip.
In my own case, I have had situations where it is the rider that is asking for offline. And when they do that, I turn them down. I just tell them outright, I don't do offlines. If anything happens to me, I cannot put on the emergency button. One actually asked me and I got to his location and he said, "Madam, please, I would like to go offline so that I will book you for the whole day." I said, if you book me for the whole day on offline, I will be the one to lose. Because if you have that mentality that you are online, and I'm carrying you for the whole day, even if you stop to eat anywhere, your money is counting. You will be fast to want to come back to me. But because you want us to go offline, and you probably will just offer me something, which is nothing. 30,000 naira fuel is like half tank. So it's a negative for me. I don't encourage offlines at all. I am Eda Aiteligbe. I'm a mental and a public health practitioner. I've been on a Bolt app for 4 years, going on my 5th year next year. I decided to do the boat riding because I realized I could drive and make money. I practice geriatrics as my main job, but somehow boats has taken over my life now.
Very deceptive and very shady.
Yeah.
Aside from security and other concerns, I think for them it's fast money. I think I confronted a driver one time when he said he needs money to fix his car. If he's going to do the number of hours, that he's not going to make as much, that we should go offline and, negotiate. I understood what he was saying, but at that point, he was so desperate, and it was like, he'll send me part of the money first before, we continued.
I had to experience this thing you're saying one time. Normally when I'm traveling out of Lagos, maybe to Abuja, to Benin or to Warri, I normally will park my car at the airport. So there was this particular trip I did not take my car. I went with boat. From the airport, I booked 3 different rides because I had to start cancelling them and reporting immediately. They will come, they will accept the ride. You come out, they help you with your bag. And by the time you get to your car, they say, "Madam, I'm not going for 15,000. No." I said, "So how much do you want to take?" He said, 25. I said, "How can I book? If you have to even go offline and say you want to take, you should take cheaper money now, right? Why are you accepting the ride and telling me to pay 10,000 naira extra?" So they did it the first time. I thought it was just a one-off thing. The second rider did the second time. The third rider was a lady like me, and I was so happy that, at least this is a lady, she will understand. She was the one that was even worse.
I don't support offline also, but I've encountered different kind of riders that they preferred offline. And I asked one, I said, why? He said, if this trip is like 10,000, for example, and both will be removing like 25% from or 20% from it, why can't we just go for that 20% and he is going to pay me the normal amount without the 20%? That is a fair deal. I said, why no? He's on both sides. But for me, I don't do offline.
Even for me, if you tell me you want to do offline, it's a bad signal for me. What do you have in mind?
Yeah.
Some drivers are just greedy. They don't want to share anything with the app. Because you will even see some of them verbalize it, is it the app that bought my car for me?
This is a business organization. If everybody keeps doing offline, you keep telling them, okay, I do offline, you do offline. How will the business continue?
Forgetting that they're using their platform.
And another concern for me also is, peradventure, police stops them on the way. Maybe they find contraband. Will they still identify with the organization?
That's why it's good to be online, to do anything online.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I was
Because
online.
everything is monitored.
Surge pricing should not be a thing.
I'm going to speak passionately.
Thank you.
Because I do not even understand when such became a thing in Nigeria. At some point, honestly speaking, I felt like the app was being tweaked by the drivers. I had a serious argument with most of my friends. If I open the app and you're telling me the price range for my destination is between 5,000 naira to 10,000 naira, at the back of my head, if I'm not paying 5,000 or 8,000, I'm paying 10,000. Please, where is the 12,000 naira coming from? It is so unfair. It is a serious extortion or whatever it's called. Whether there is traffic or whether there is rainfall or whatever is happening in the country, I don't think the price range should be tampered with, because on a normal day, you still charge me the same thing.
I think cab drivers wants to be public bus drivers so bad, public bus drivers, where maybe they take on a normal day Ikeja adding to the one particular place 15 naira, but when it rains or when there's an event that causes congestion or something, they'll take it to 150. So they want to be those people so bad.
Can the disagreeers now speak?
The thing is just like economics. The higher the demand, the higher the price. Even if the driver don't want to work at the beginning, just like, let me just check my, the driver sees such that he say, this is bill. Feel happy to go out. The rider used to take like 2,000, I say 4,000. Yeah, I gotta go. So I think the surge is still what ginger driver more than just staying in one place, see everywhere white. That white thing is only on our app. You can't see it. There are some places that will be white, there are some places that will be red.
Oh, okay.
But that red place is where the money is.
Thank you for telling us.
Let me take it from where you started. You said most these electronic drivers want to be public drivers.
They want to be them.
Badly. It's a simple thing. Even the Davo drivers understand when the demand is high, they have to increase it. That's the market thing.
Maybe you did economics in school.
I did,
It's a
that's what I'm
simple
saying
thing
now.
that happens everywhere. Then you should understand this better.
Then you should understand me too.
No, you are an economist. You should understand it better.
I am an
Whenever
economist.
things
That's why
are-
I will spend my money wisely.
Okay, now I want to get a shirt in the market. Everybody's buying the shirt. The marketer will tend to increase it. And I need the shirt. I have to buy it eventually. So it's the same thing as the right.
I understand that it can be high, but it's always ridiculous. Calm
Like how
down.
many ridiculous have you made? How many ridiculous?
Lord, should I start? I don't
From
understand.
Ikorodu, I understand this sort of a thing that sometimes it might be a little bit high, but it's just because of demand. And not every time, not even everywhere,
Sometimes
even as we
even
said,
just
not
during
even
that
everywhere.
peak period.
Yes. For example, in the morning, everybody is trying to move to their working place.
It is a rule of economics. And if I was in the shoes of the drivers, I would.
Are you for us or against us?
He's a rider, but he's understanding.
I'm Paul Remide. I'm a content creator and an influencer. I've been riding with both since 2019. And at the end of the day, I'm still a rider and the money affects me. But I like to see things from people's point of view, and I get it. If I was in the driver's shoes, I think I would enjoy Surge as much. I feel like your argument is a direct jab to the app. It's not even to the drivers.
Good.
Because
So I
they're
don't
not
have
the
any
ones.
business with that. I have beef with the drivers.
On behalf of drivers on the surge, we are just partially sorry. And
He's taking it back.
okay, from my hand to riders, we are partially sorry for having surge. It's not our fault. Don't be angry or don't be sad if the price is a little bit higher when we have a lot of demand.
Apologize if you're going to apologize. Stop explaining.
No,
partially
okay. We are
apologizing.
partially sorry for having little bit surge.
Surge for me is a sweet thing, no? And very, very sweet. Because that start surge is just for little time.
Yeah, for a little time.
Not
No, you've
not every
apologized,
time.
stay.
Where there is surge, maybe like 10,000. Where there is no surge, it's like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000.
In general, Bolt has made my life a little bit easier.
My life has been fantastic working with this platform. They've been wonderful because I like money a lot. And I like to just make money effortlessly. Since the day I started working with this platform, it has been tip-top. You know, I never go broke. The way we see the money, if we spend it the way we see it, you will not have savings. They have made me fashion a way of saving money daily. Boat is my lifesaver. It has saved me in so many ways. Maybe because I love driving. I've been driving for 37 years. So I just said to myself one day, why don't I drive and make money? And that was how I started, and I have never gone back.
Working with boats have not been something I've regretted. I've been working with them for 1.5 years now. It gave me this freedom of setting out anytime you want, coming back anytime you want. I believe drivers working with boats, they live like above average, you know, living in this kind of country. So boats have given us that platform to live freely.
And not forgetting the different kinds of...
apart from, in general.
they give to us.
Yeah, 100% agree. As a matter of fact, the work have been wonderful, stress-free. I don't need to moving around and find customer up and down. They'll give me no stress.
Can the disagreeers now speak?
Both the drivers are frustrated and they take it out on us. Everybody is frustrated in this country. Don't put your frustration on me. Me, I am also frustrated.
I would not say categorically boats have made my life easier. Because at the end of the day, you guys, your prices are just... And because of the kind of work that I do, I have to always order a ride. Debits alert, so it doesn't... because of debits alert, it doesn't make...
Well, it's always what?
My life.
It's always what is the comfort. But I think you should calm down. As much as I am saying boats and other apps are actually expensive, I would pay for my convenience. I think they're actually doing a good job if you look at the other side. So it will be chaotic if there's nothing like boat or any cab, whatever out there.
I think they can actually structure their prices in such a way that it can fit into the economy, you know, that we're dealing with. Congratulations to you guys. You make a lot of money. You guys can actually make a lot of more money while giving us more options instead of putting your price and then there's no going back.
Concerning what you guys said, bear in mind that there are some of us that are driving our own cars. We are not answerable to anybody. Most of these drivers you probably are complaining about are people who are like doing third party. They're driving for someone who has given them that car on hire purchase. So that frustration will come in. They want to make money to pay for that week. They have to pay their commission as well. They have to buy fuel. They have to repair the car. Yes, some of them will get frustrated, especially if they are not making enough money. Out of that money, he still has to pay his commission, he has to pay for the car he's driving, and so you will not get it all rosy like you're driving yourself.
Frustrations is everywhere, even in normal jobs. So imagine a driver that have been frustrated with like 4 riders consecutively. Probably you are the 5th driver. For someone like me, if I'm frustrated consecutively like that with riders, and because I don't know the person coming in, you might be a sweet person. So I'll just have to good afternoon, man, good afternoon, sir. Just continue the ride, you know. Drivers too, we go through a lot, apart from payment and all those stuff.
You should be able to control it.
Most of the frustrations come from
the
riders.
riders.
I think I find it very irritating when I book a ride and, you know, you're asking me where I'm going to. It can be really annoying, right? I think they should find a way to actually talk to the drivers. These are my experiences. So if I get into your car, I am telling you that your football match is too loud, you should reduce it. And you're telling me it is your team that is playing. I think it is very disrespectful. The fact where some of the drivers also talk too much. I just want to get in and just get out. Just drive me to where I'm going to.
It's painful that you really experience things like this. It's really painful. To me, I have met wonderful people. I've carried a boy that told me, don't take any other order because I want you to take me back. So I said, can you add it as an addition to your ride? And when we got back to his hotel, I just realized he didn't ask me how much. He just asked for my account number. Behold, I saw 100,000. I had to come down and give him a beer hug. Like, really?
Let me also be fair that I've had like fantastic drivers. When I mean fantastic drivers that would take your stuff into the car. Drivers that will even help you. You know, sometimes they will even open the door for me and offer me stuff in the car.
So I was in my final year. My school is very far. Most times I would take a ride. So the last one I took from, I think, Oshodi to my house. So it was so nice, I must tell you. It was able to lighten up my mood. So when we almost got to my bus stop, that you people don't like to enter my street, and he said, I look very tired, that I should not worry that. He ended the trip at that junction. He took me to my house. That's about almost 30 minutes ride to my house without collecting a dime from me, and I was so happy.
I mean, I've had great experiences. I feel like the one that would measure up is if you guys have like mint or water in your car. Like, for example, now, I'm at sounds crazy, dehydration. You know, little water there, little gum. I mean, I had one experience where I was going for an interview, and because I was rushing out of house, I forgot to brush my hair. And I didn't even know where. I randomly asked the driver if he had an airbrush. I would never mind using the airbrush. So just little hospitality. I mean, I've had great experience. I don't remember one particularly.
I've also had drivers that have gone to the extent of explaining a particular area that I'm not familiar with to me, you know, and also telling me to be careful, you know, with my belongings. I think, yeah, that's the most part of it.
I think you just like acts of service.
Yeah, I like acts of service, yeah. Thank you.
It was a good meeting, and being able to hear from the rider's perspective was also very important. They were also able to hear from our perspective.
I'm happy that they really understand that, okay, this thing are wrong, this thing are right. And some other things that they don't know about the app, I'm happy we let them know that, okay, it works this way, you can also use it this way.
Understanding that both has great features that I can actually use to my benefit, which when I go back, I'm going to look critically into the app.
I feel fulfilled because I've had this beef with them. I told them on the stage that you people are actually one of the nicest ones, and we need you people out there.
If you ask me, what I want to say is more drivers on the boat app, come and make money.
So from what I heard today, I see that most people are actually very rude. I would say to the rider that I don't think rude is a very cute behavior. It is very ugly.
Try to understand, and communication. I feel like communication is just the great thing and the key to enjoying a smooth ride.
And for the drivers, especially boats, they should calm down for us. It goes both ways.
For the driver, I will advise them to keep working hard, and they should be on their best behavior.
Don't let us pass aggression on the riders. They are also human beings. All of us are passing through one or two things in this country.
From giving a positive energy, you also get a positive energy back.
We've come to the end of today's episode. I hope we've been able to find some level of understanding.
You're very strict.
Yeah, very strict. But it's fine.
Well, I think he's very strict because he's all the way from Oshun coming to work.